Good morning, guys. How are you? I'm coming to you today. It's Friday, day before Halloween. I'm actually thinking about dressing up for Halloween this year. I haven't dressed up in years, but I think it'll help my mood and help me be more festive and happy. And B, it just would be something fun to do. Crazy. We don't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters around here because our subdivision is mainly older couples and stuff, but we do get some kids, so I can always answer the phone in costume. Of course, I have no idea what I'd be, but yeah, I'll make that up as I go along. So anyhow, I don't know. I felt like making a video this morning because I had a really bad night last night. And as I was going through it, I started thinking about how my spirituality has helped me so much since learning about the Chiari. Some of you know me personally, and most of you probably don't. But I have always been a very spiritual person. I don't call myself a religious person because I feel like there's a difference. Like, a lot of people that I consider religious are like very black and white, let's follow the Bible to the letter, but only parts of it, and very judgmental. I don't know. I guess I just have the wrong connotation, but I call myself spiritual because I feel like that's the most important part, is the spirit of God, the spirit of Jesus, your spirit that He gives you. And I've always been a believer. I got baptized, obviously, when I was a baby, and then I got baptized again when I was about 9, and that's when, I was given godparents, and, I accepted Jesus as my Savior of my own volition because I had learned by then. But I'm definitely not one to, at least I hope I'm not one that pushes, my love of God or my belief of God on the other people. I don't, just because it's what I believe, it doesn't mean that's what you have to believe. But for me, I will say, since getting the Chiari diagnosis and going through this journey of Chiari, I know without a doubt that there is no way I would be where I am without God. Jesus touches my life every day. And I just feel incredibly blessed, despite the fact that I'm so sick, because there are so many people in this world who have greater struggles than me, whose lives are so much harder than me, every minute of every day, and they continue on, and that's remarkable to me. But that's the Spirit of God, at least to me. And for me, I know every day that I open my eyes that it's a miracle, and that God has granted me another day to possibly be a blessing to somebody else, or to be blessed by someone. And I try to embrace every day as a new day and not judge it from the day before. Like, because if I had went by last night, today I probably would have just laid in bed and been like, I'm going to wash off today. I'm just going to relax and recover. But I decided not to do that because you have to get up. You have to keep moving. You have to keep going. If God granted you life, it's because He has plans for you. There's something that you're meant to do. That's how I feel. And I'm not sure, and I guess what has me so flummoxed at this point is that I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. And I thought that by now, being in my mid-40s, that I would definitely have a life goal and like be halfway there, or kind of like more firmly on a path, but I'm not. And a lot of that has to do with my health getting so bad the past couple of years, because it was very unexpected, and it was definitely, obviously, not something I ever planned on. So anything that I did have in my mind as to what I wanted to get done is a moot point, because that was what was in my mind. Obviously, that's not what the Lord had planned for me. So I'm just trying to be still and be in the moment and hear what He has to say and where He's going to lead me next. In the beginning, I didn't know about doing these vlogs because I was like, who would want to watch them? And I'm sure I won't get anybody, that'd be interested other than maybe my family, who still doesn't want to hear me like ramble on for minutes at a time about anything. But, at the same time, it's been very cathartic for me to be able to share just what, is going on and how I feel. And I think that God has used that in my life to help me feel more like I have a purpose, and to help me feel more confident in myself at a time where I would feel the lowest because of how I feel physically. So I thank God for it. And I thank God for all of you who take the time to watch these. I wish more people would, leave comments for me and say things, about how they feel about what I say, but hopefully that'll come with time, and, I'll just see how that goes. But, Chiari has been a very different illness than all the rest of my illnesses. It's been much more serious, and it really has made me have to consider all aspects of my life, including the end of it. And so it's made me a much more serious person, but it's also made me a more open person to people and their suffering and what they go through, and just trying to be there for somebody else. A kind word, a hug, a prayer. Something like that can just make somebody's day. And so if I'm not I'm not here to try to tell you how to deal with your illness or how to get through your rough times. But I can tell you, for me, my relationship with God has opened up a whole new side of myself, and I want more of that to come forward. And I hope in the months to come that you see that more. The more giving side, the more loving side. And I'm just glad to be able to share this journey with you. So that's all I have to say without rambling on and on. It's already been 10 minutes. So anyhow, I'm really glad that you tuned in. And I will be doing another giveaway soon of keychains. I do have them up for sale. I am doing my Chiari Awareness Fundraiser. You can find the page on Facebook, but I'll have the link below. And all the proceeds of that, 35% are going towards Chiari research, and the rest are going in a fund for my medical costs. And all that is explained on the page. But I appreciate anyone who reaches out who would like to buy a keychain and not just win one when I give them away. They can be personalized, your name, sports teams, anything like that you like, other than, affirmative stuff or Chiari related things. So just let me know. You can send me an email, leave me a message here, leave me a message on Facebook. There are plenty of ways to get in touch with me. I am cutting back on my social media, as I said. It really has turned my brain in the mush, and I need to spend more time in the Word and more time doing things to make me feel better, because social media just gets me all worked up about things that I just don't even need to be worked up about, and it's not good for my anxiety, and that's something new that I'm grappling with, is more anxiety, so I've got to learn my triggers, and I'm trying. Okay, well, I hope to see you guys in the next vlog, which hopefully will be soon. But until then, have a good weekend. Happy Halloween. And